Here, courtside, the red blazer is off.
Yeah, it's hot.
But the red blazer did its job tonight.
Yeah, it's 5-0. I like it. 5-0. You kind of called it, Stiggs. You knew.
Yeah,
you knew.
I kind of had that feeling.
I don't know if Portnor would have known.
Yeah,
I knew you would.
I know. I could kind of paying attention to those.
I was waiting for the camouflage blazer.
I know. I was thinking about wearing those combat boots out there, but they're heavy. But it was a good night for that, and it's always good to show respect and honor the vets and the guys that are serving now and the guys that have served in the past, because it's like I told Stiggs before the game, we get to do the things we get to do because of the freedom they provide us, and I don't think we say thank you enough, not only in everyday life but not only to them especially. So it was a good night. We raised some money, and it'll go to Wounded Warriors and the UNM ROTC. So other than that, it was a really good night.
Awesome stuff. Coach, you got off to a very good start. You're
right.
up 8-0, 10-2. You had 3 dunks in your first 6 shots.
Right.
Why were you able to get inside so easily?
Well, I told those guys, the Adams State coach used to be an assistant for Coach Evans, so they played a very similar style. They played the same zone. Adams State just had a little bit more athletic guys, littler guys, D1 transfers that they weren't afraid coming in here. They got up in us, and our guys were prepared. Our guys were ready. I just told them, and Hunter saw this game against Adams State. Dede was taking all those open shots, and wasn't getting any of them to go. So then but tonight I told him, I said, first time you catch it, shot, fake, and go. And he got dunk, 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 dunk. And then his game opens up. And then he can play like he wants to play. And I told Sam and Arthur and X, I said, you guys are going to be open. But you can't take the first thing you get. You got to get in the game and get in the sweat, get a lather going, and then make a play. And Dede started off, doing it, and it helped us.
How many days ago did you call the first play, the lob from Cullen to Dede?
No, I've been able to do that over the years, and that's a play we've always run against a zone like that. It just worked out that we finally had somebody on the floor that could throw an alley-oop pass, and we had somebody who could jump up and go get it. So sometimes it doesn't work out that way where you have the guy who can pass it and the guy that can do it.
Coach, that zone was so extended. It was wide open. The guys sometimes were so open they didn't know. Like a Bosch got it down low. He was so wide open. Didn't even know what to do with it, but that zone was so extended, I guess, because of Cullen shooting and
well, that's the way they play, Hunter. That's why I was a little bit worried about the game, because we've struggled over the years against gimmick zones or gimmick defenses that we are passive and we stand there like a deer in the headlights. I thought today we really moved the ball. The ball didn't stick. We made extra passes. Maybe we probably made too many passes. I think guys passed up shots and did some things that, they were wanting to move the ball, and I thought we did a good job, and I think we were able to get what we want. I was just a little disappointed in the fact that we let them, in the last 7 minutes, really run back at us, and we had really bad transition defense, but we'll correct. But, I thought we were terrific defensively in the first half. I thought we were pretty good. Anytime you can hold a team to 20 points, D1 team, I think they're going to win a lot of games. I might be wrong, but I think they got a good group. I think they can get to the foul line. I think they can drive it a little bit, and their zone's going to cause people problems.
Let's talk about a couple of individual guys. Obacha Jet now in the last 3 games has had a couple of double-doubles already. It's 10 points, 12 rebounds tonight. What are you seeing from him from year 1 to year 2 that gives you some hope that you got a big guy that's going to be a handful in there?
Well, if he could just continue to do that and just be consistent, I think the biggest thing is just getting him on the floor, and he's finally completely healthy. He's able to block shots now. He's keeping the ball up. He probably could have had 6 more points. He's just got to always be ready. If he'll always be ready, he's gonna get opportunities. But I thought he was terrific. If he can, he's 7'1". If he can just rebound the basketball for us, that'll be good. And if we can get 10 points out of him, if we can get, we get a 4-headed monster going where you got. I thought Joe played well. I think Devin played okay. He got in foul trouble, and Goodman's coming back. I think if you can get, 20 points from those 3 or 4 guys, it's going to be pretty good for us.
Talk about Jordan Goodman a little bit. You said 5 practices. He only got in 4, but he got in there.
Yeah. Well, I was in the meeting, I said this in a press conference, I was meeting with my staff after practice yesterday, and I was talking to them about what we were going to do, and then my dad was in there, who's been a long-time coach, and you guys know, and he said, you know, I'm glad Jordan got his 5th practice in today so he can play tomorrow. So it kind of, and then, you know, you see
Jordan
him in,
gotta like that man.
you see him in the uniform, and then Devin gets in foul trouble. Joe had been in the game a long time and was gassed, and it was just like, well, you know, maybe I just throw him in there. And I did, and, you know, it's going to help him. And he's got a long way to go. But he's talented. He can do some things that other kids can't do just because his field, but he's just got to figure it out.
There was that one play where he put the ball on the floor. He didn't make the basket, but it looked like he had a very long stride. And I said to Hunter, he looks like he's going to be a matchup nightmare.
He is a matchup nightmare because he came in here at 209. He's 230. I mean, he really worked in the weight room. It's just he's got to get healthy, and he's had nagging injuries, and he's worked extremely hard. He's figured it out that it's going to be a little painful to get healthy.
You got a practice coach to play?
Well, yeah, but his was more just getting through the pain.
Yeah.
His was getting through the pain of rehab, and that he's going to hurt a little bit. But, you know, it was good to see him out on the floor. He's going to help us down the road, and we just got to get him back quick.
All right, Cal Fullerton comes into the pit on Sunday, and Coach, I was listening to our sister station, 610, the Sports Animal Day, and there were people who were calling in and say, I still remember that game in 1978. And
36 years ago.
Yeah, 36 years ago. It's just bugging people. So can you just get some revenge on Cal Fullerton?
Well, the greatest thing about it is our fans care so much. I mean, that's what's so great about being here, the passion, and they don't forget much. They're like elephants. They remember every little major loss you have, and they forget about a couple great wins you have to win things. So that's part of fans, but I got to love ours. I mean, they're upset about a game that happened 36 years ago, and some of our kids weren't even thinking. I mean, our kids, they don't know what everybody's talking about. And I just said, I'll tell you about it later. So, but it's the passion of our community and the tradition of our basketball program that it's like that.
All right. Well, 5-0 in the Cherry Blazer. Good going. We'll see you on Sunday.
Appreciate y'all. Thanks.
That is Craig Neal, Lobo head coach, and the Lobos get a 24-point win here tonight. That's the coach's comments brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico.